Honeybees are hard at work right now, but the small insects continue to die off mysteriously. It's a phenomenon that could make it harder to find many of the foods you eat. But right now, Grand Valley State University is using technology to research the nationwide decline. 24-Hour News 8's Marvis Herring went to check out how researchers there are using the internet to help lead to solutions. Hi there, Marvis.
Good morning, Emily. Experts say that about 1/3 of everyone's diet is directly linked to the work of honeybees. We're talking apples, blueberries, squash, lots of produce and crops. But a computing professor at GVSU is getting a $200,000 U.S. Department of Agriculture grant to help prevent this issue from taking a bigger bite out of your plate.
So the smoke will just calm them down a little bit.
Hobby beekeeper and GVSU computing professor Jonathan Inglesma is leading a national honeybee study funded by the USDA.
We got a queen in there, Anne-Marie?
He's working with a team of staff and students.
You'll see the electronics enclosure is down below.
They're tracking activity of hives. Every 15 minutes, electronic scales like these track the weight, humidity, and temperature of colonies.
The idea here is 24/7 we're monitoring colonies like this across the United States. We have about 160 scales out there right now.
From Oregon to Maryland and many places in between, all of that data is then shot over to a website created by Inglesma's team, and you can look at each specific scale.
And just by hovering over it, we can see different aspects of what the scale is picking up.
The group at Grand Valley and beekeepers and researchers nationwide can access the data collected and possibly hammer out new practices to turn the trend of declining bees. I'm told lots of people have taken up the hobby of beekeeping since the initial reports of the decline issue, but experts say you should always monitor your hives to make sure no mites are inside.
There's the varroa mite, which is most scientists will tell you is like the biggest problem right now for bees.
But the problem the West Michigan group is fighting is accessibility to data. Now that the Info Hub has been created, Inglesma wants to do more, including adding scales that can track more, like acoustics.
So the infrastructure, the foundation's been laid over the past couple of years, and now we're trying to mature the technology and basically make it more actionable and useful to the beekeeping community.
As Inglesma and his team work to improve the site, they are also developing a mobile app called Pollen Collect. It will help track how diverse the pollen is that bees are collecting around the state. So obviously lots of buzz going on at GVSU, but some really important research.
Very important research.
I didn't realize how important honeybees were. I mean, pollinating so many foods that we eat.
Now, are they interpreting the data that they get, or are they sending that out to?
The main goal is to make sure that everyone can access that, people who kind of want to interpret it their own way. But it seems like a couple departments at Grand Valley are working with this data. But it was pretty cool that the computing department is, putting in their skills to help.
Marvis, thank you. Well, just in a